Welcome to Shadow Me Tarot. Thank you for joining me again. Today we're going to do a journal prompt. And I found this combination is working really well for me, so I wanted to share it with you all. The three decks that I'm using are Nature's Whispers Guidebook by Angela Hartfield and Josephine Wall. Josephine Wall does the artwork, and I love the artwork. It's incredible. And then I have Shadowland Lenormand by Monica Bordersky, and I was pleasantly surprised more than once by this particular deck. And then the Mystical Healing Reading Cards by Ina Segal. I have found that the three of these paired very well in approaching shadow work. So I wanted to share these with you guys. We're going to pull one from each of these. We're going to pull a card from each of these decks. And we're actually going to read the card as well. There are journal prompts for each of the cards. But the very first card is just kind of a grace card. What does Spirit want you to know about your shadow? You know, like what does Spirit want you to know about what you're blocking? You know, and what's in your shadow that's blocking your way? What is in the shadow that is blocking the way? What is in the shadow that is blocking the way? All right, so there was a sense of what does the viewer want when I was asking the question as to what is blocking the way. So the actual question that I got a response on in my head was, what does the viewer actually want? And the viewer actually wants to be spontaneous, to catch your breath, and to, almost looks like, explore your inner truths is kind of how I look, because there's so many different options here in these images. And oh, you can't really see this one, so I'm going to zoom in on these so you guys can take a moment to look at these images and kind of commit them to memory. You may only identify with one, you may identify with all three. But there are no questions for this one. This is just more of just kind of like, what's a feeling? You know, when I say, what do you want? And then you look at these pictures, what things are coming to mind? So I just want to kind of move these around a little bit here. There we go. And I think that's about as close as I can zoom in. But take a look at the images and kind of see what comes to mind. Like, I see, like, in a colorful red lit moonlight, kind of in what you want to do, what you desire, right, in this orange color moonlight, is to speak with or talk to a loved one, or reaching out to your inner child, being spontaneous like your inner child, going on a date with your inner child. Trying to see what other things I see within these images. So I do kind of feel like, how do you nurture the inner child to help it bloom? How do you reach out to it? How do you be spontaneous and fulfill or filled with joy that inner child is kind of what I'm feeling there. It also may refer to connections with family members as well. And then here for Catch Your Breath, it's she's got butterflies like here, and she's got acorns here, moths right here out of the tree. She's holding onto that tree for rest, for dear life, wanting a break, to maybe explore the things that she truly does want. Maybe some of you don't know what it is that you want. Maybe you have a desire to be connected, but it not be exhausting. And what inner truths do you need to know? So we'll go ahead and read those cards, kind of all of them at the end. But let's go ahead and look at the Lenormand deck. I usually only pull one card for myself. We'll see what falls out. What in the shadows needs to come to light is my question. What in the shadows needs to come to light? What in the shadows needs to come to light? What in the shadows needs to come to light? What in the shadows needs to come to light? What in these shadows needs to come to light? What in the shadows needs to come to light so that they can have what they're looking for? Okay, so I got this in the reverse, but it is book, study, knowledge. It's kind of like you're keeping secrets, maybe, about your childhood. There's something that you don't like being honest about. There's something that you don't like to disclose. Something that makes you need to catch your breath. It is something about your own inner truth. So I do feel like there's some secrets that are kind of holding you back. And we'll go ahead and read the questions to kind of help draw out those secrets. How do we heal these secrets? How do we... Geez, only one. And this says, develop stronger concentration. Okay. So we'll go ahead and read. I want to read more about these secrets. Well, maybe I should be reading these first. I'll go ahead and read these first. So this first card here, and I'll go ahead and read the card, is about what some of you want. And I'm going to zoom way in on here. A little too much. So that you can kind of make your judgment as to what this card means for you. And I promise to do that a little bit better next time. For sure. Okay. So for this first one, number 31, if the number 31 means anything to you, this says, be spontaneous. When you are busy, rushing, stressed, worried, or overwhelmed, it is easy to lose track of the simple things in your world that bring you joy. This is a huge nudge to remember to create some fun, rediscover enthusiasm and fascination through adventure and spontaneous happenings. Engage with your life again and take in your surroundings, observing the importance of living life to its fullest. Decide to do something for the pleasure of it and see where life takes you. And this is what you want. You want to be more spontaneous in your life. You want to catch your breath. Isn't she beautiful? Number 15. Take a break and enjoy a quiet period. This time can be used to regroup, recover, and stabilize yourself. It is wise to keep in mind the fact that this is for a limited period of time. You are pausing to regain your footing. As you evaluate your environment, check to see if you need to clear any ill will with anyone. Ask for forgiveness and be willing to forgive as necessary to move forward. Enjoy this downtime. Acknowledge the importance of recharging your energy so you are refreshed and ready to tackle life and any challenges that come your way. I do feel like some of you guys are like, I just need to leave right now, go on vacation for the weekend, and just come back on Monday. And some of you should. Don't question it, just do it. Listening to that sometimes, will lead you to the best life experiences. So some of you may just really want a vacation. And the last card here, Inner Truths. There we go. Number 16, there's a lot of depth to your feelings. You're on your way to understanding your feelings and desires more clearly. The next steps on your path will soon reveal themselves. Stay vigilant to new opportunities that may lead to beginnings of novel projects or assist with current ventures. Look around you and within you. Be willing to do the work at the deepest level, as you will find jewels of wisdom, knowledge, and the inner voice, all waiting patiently to assist you. Nature's crystals are created deep within the earth. Go deep and find your own treasures. So for some, this is a call to take a moment to get to know yourself. And if you're finding yourself with a moment of like, okay, what do I do with myself? This is it. This is what you do. Take a moment to get to know yourself. So we're going to read the book here, which is number 26 in the Lenormand. It typically means like secrets, secrets that are causing, these secrets are getting in the way. These secrets are in your shadow. There's a dishonesty here. There's a not living of your truth. It did come out in the reverse. So in the reverse, it means ignorance, gossip, misinformation, rumors, being dogmatic or rigid. And in these cards, I'm really not, particularly the Lenormand and the mystical healing, I'm really not concerned at all with the meanings of the card, even though that they're there. You know, what's most important to me for these cards is the questions that I'm going to read. But I'm going to read the entire card. It says, book, a person sits in a study, reading a book, seeking relaxation and answers. Keywords: knowledge, information, secret, studying, education, inquiry, wisdom. Shadow: ignorance, gossip, misinformation, rumors, being dogmatic or rigid. And the message: this card speaks about information you are seeking or that may be shared with you. It can also indicate writing, research, academic papers, and studying for tests or exams. This may also be the time to write a book, short story, or journal your thoughts. You may need to review instruction manuals. Perhaps it's time to quit work altogether and read books by your favorite author to unwind. And for some of you, that is true. I know that that's true. Oops, let's move this book over. Let's zoom out a little bit, huh? There we go. I think for some of you, that's absolutely the truth. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and that you are just wishing you can go somewhere and just read for a while. Ooh, how weird. That moved like all by itself. There we go. It is a slippery card. Wow. Okay. Here's where you're going to get a pen, and I'm going to go ahead and put the reflection questions up. You might want to pause the video. See how close I can get here. How are you to spend time reflecting and finding the answers you seek? 2, when does studying seem intimidating to you? 3, what type of knowledge provides you with self-confidence and security? How are you willing? Number 1 is how willing are you to spend time reflecting and finding the answers you seek? 2, when does studying seem intimidating to you? 3, what type of knowledge provides you with self-confidence and security? Now for me, if there isn't, if I don't have an answer for one of those questions, what I will end up doing is I'll pull tarot cards on it. A tarot card, an oracle card, any card that you want, you can clarify. So I may do that at the end here, but in the future, it'll just be a simple reading, and you can actually stop the video and lay down cards in your own, with your own deck, and just kind of practice how your guides are sending this message to you. Like what messages can your guides give you from the images and what you're seeing. And then also with this guidance or this journal prompt, if you get stuck, throw cards out. That's what I do. That's it. All right. So then the last card, and the other thing too, is that these are coming out in a specific order, you know, and it's resonating for you in a specific way. It's going to resonate for another person in a specific way. And that is your specific message. It's like, oops. And Spirit knows, Spirit knows, they know exactly what you need and want, and will help you, decipher. Your own intuition is going to help you to decipher the messages that are coming through for you. All right, so this very last one, it says develop stronger concentration. So somebody maybe has been studying too much. Maybe they're being hard on themselves, that they're not concentrating enough. Maybe you're not in control of your thoughts. So I make pull cards, like I said, at the end on each one of these, but we'll go ahead and read this one now. Develop stronger concentration. Okay, and I'll go ahead and try to maneuver the camera when it's paused. In any case, if anything about this image speaks to you off the block, make sure that you're writing it down in your journal. This is number 8 in this Mystical Healing Reading Cards, which is what I'm using now. It's by Ina Segal. Here we go, Ina Segal. And this is an incredible book to do work. Develop stronger concentration. Become more detailed and effective in all you do. Acute concentration enables you to think in a cohesive, harmonious way. By learning to deepen your concentration, you will be able to delve into a more profound understanding of life, making better decisions, and effectively work with life-changing healing and spiritual processes. As long as your attention is dispersed on the outside world, you're not refining your inner self. Correct concentration removes nervousness and fear and helps you to focus your attention on what enriches and enlivens you. Improving your ability to concentrate also awakens your imagination and ability to visualize, and is a powerful step to developing your intuition. The more you concentrate, the more you start to identify the small details that make all the difference in every area of your life. Excellent concentration also allows you to become extraordinary in any field of study and to dramatically improve your memory. The action. So how you're healing this situation, right? How do you heal this portion of your shadow that you've come to so far? Go for a 15-minute walk. Be present and observe everything you see. Focus on even the smallest details. Then try to recall what you saw with as much description as possible. You can also do concentration exercises throughout your workday. Become aware of people you work with. Really look at what they are wearing, what they are saying, how they talk, walk, etc. Then close your eyes and recall what you noticed. In particular, remember people's names and what they shared with you. So, in a reading, how I'm kind of interpreting this, just an interpretation. This is just my perspective. You can let me know what your perspective is. But I feel like, I feel like there is a level or a desire to be able to listen more to your own intuition, right? How to get a clearer understanding of it, how to quiet the noise. And one of the ways is to quiet the noise is to kind of go back into these secrets, right? The things that we don't like to think about, maybe, right? And think about the things that helped us to survive. Things that we had to suppress in order to survive, or to in that particular moment. Whatever memories came up when it said be spontaneous, it's something that you felt like maybe you wanted more of as a child. Be spontaneous, let your inner child kind of play. Catch your breath from all of the maybe harder stuff, and really dig in to see who you are. And maybe that is what your secret is, that inner secret of who you are. Gosh, you guys, I'm so sorry. So the book questions, if we're going back to the book questions, how willing are you to spend time reflecting and finding the answers you seek? Are you willing to spend time going through these different tunnels and exploring each of your interests, right? Are you willing to just take a breather and not take on any more drama? Are you willing to just decide to get up out of this chair right now and go for a 15-minute walk, right? As this card is instructing you to do. When does studying seem intimidating to you? And I know I can answer this for myself, like just as, if this is just a journal prompt, like I'll share my experience. Studying seems intimidating to me when it's in a book. Like, this is not intimidating. This, let's see. This to me is intimidating. That is intimidating. That's a lot. But if it's on a computer or on a tablet, then I don't know how many pages are there, and I can read and read and read, and I don't care. So that's what that's what's intimidating for me. What's intimidating when it comes to studying for you. To me, I always feel like, do I have enough time? You know, am I having enough time? But I think it's more than that. Catch your breath to kind of go inward, to kind of see, you know, how you truly feel about something is really kind of what I'm getting here, is how do you develop stronger concentration and awareness about how you are feeling, what the world around you kind of looks like, so that you can maybe in turn determine what your own interests and inner truths are about who you are. So I do feel like there's this sense of kind of, let's take a moment and take care of ourselves, and yeah, just take a moment, take care of yourself, do something that's fun for you. And live in the moment for the moment, right? Live in this moment. That's all I have in terms of the reading. What I was thinking I wanted to do was, I think I'm going to use Morgan's Tarot, and this is like one of my new favorite tarot decks. All right, so for fun, we're going to go and Morgan's Tarot. This is a very talkative deck. I highly, highly recommend it. It's just called Morgan's Tarot by Morgan Robbins. It's printed by US Game Systems. It is an excellent deck. It is awesome. It really is. So I'm just going to ask for a clarity card. One clarity card. Are you hearing me, Spirit? Just one clarity card, please, if possible, for each one of these. If more than one card pops out, I'm either going to go to the it's going to go to the next card, or it's going back in the deck. Just having my agreement with Spirit right now. All right, so if we can get a little bit of clarity on being spontaneous here. If our viewer wants to be spontaneous, give us a little bit more clarity on the kind of spontaneity that they want. What is the... Let's get some clarity on being spontaneous. Let's get some clarity on being spontaneous. There we go. Reigns. It says... I'll read these definitions to you, but they're redonkulous. Okay. This is it's something glob. My glob. So, I can't tell. Something my glob, and then reigns. I feel very Garbage Pail Kids there. Okay, catch your breath. What do we mean here by catch our breath? Try to relax. I freaking love this deck. I can't even tell you. I'm going to find out what this means for you. And then when I read the definitions in the book, you guys are going to die. I hope you die laughing. Oh, there we go. Okay, so this can go either develop stronger concentration. It fell on here. Or this can be inner truths. I'm going to put it here because it fell on here. And it says, don't worry, you can do no wrong. And I think that's the truth. You know, we're all here living life for the first time as far as we know, right? It's the one life we get. No one who comes here knows any more than anyone else or has any more capability. You know what I mean. Like, technically, we're all here for the first time as far as we know. So there is no wrong in the way that you do it, right? There's no wrong in what you decide to observe. What about, let's get some clarity on these inner truths. I almost feel like, this should go here to inner truths, because I'm like, don't worry, you can do no wrong. That just feels, I'm putting it on both. I'm just going to put it on both. I'm just very conflicted because it fell on that card. But it is the next card in inner truths. You can do no wrong. Just do what makes you happy, makes you feel good. It hit the book first, so I'm going to hit a trip, maybe a trip down memory lane, a spontaneous trip down memory lane, to take your power back, relax into it, take deep breaths, and decide what your inner truth is. Cut away what no longer serves you. I got freak in the reverse here. So I'll put that. I don't know how much more it's talkative. Okay. That's it. That's all the messages we get. I got you are a pawn and Monday. I'm like, nope. Whatever that means to any of you, that's what popped out, but I don't think it has anything to do with this reading. I do kind of feel like, though, you're not a freak. If that's something that you need to hear, that there's something maybe in memory lane that you did that you really like doing that you think makes you a freak. Nope. Relax into who you are. You're perfect just as you are. All right, so let's see what this Reigns is. Slimy Glob Reigns. That's what that says. Slimy Glob Reigns. Perhaps you need to clean up your act. This card has almost no redeeming features. Oh, is that what it is? Be spontaneous and clean up your stuff, your space, and then try to relax, catch your breath. There's no wrong in cleaning it up, just as long as you're cleaning it up. All right, we'll do try to relax. These are not in alphabetical order either. They're just ridiculous. It's just a ridiculous deck. I absolutely love it. Try to relax. Trying and relaxing oppose each other. So the real meaning of the card is relax, don't try. And then trip. Trip in this book. I mean, they're just so funny. And not in any particular order. Here we go. Go on a journey. What you thought was serious is actually only a passing reality. So what you think about yourself is about to fall away. Cut away the things that no longer serve you. Don't worry, you can do no wrong. Where's that one out? There's freak. In the context of a reading, this card often means that you cannot fail in your present situation. Whatever you decide to do will benefit the project you have in mind. The present confusion is part of a divine plan. And freak, this card may mean that it's all right to be what you are, or the situation is radically different from what normally is, or despite the fact that everything is okay, it doesn't feel that way. Refreshing influences rather than draining influences may dispel your anxiety. So feel free to pull your own tarot cards on this reading, and any questions that you heard or you would like, or whatever this triggered, whatever memories, pull your own cards. Definitely pull your own cards. Take your one-word readings and try to create sentences out of them. That's what I do. In any case, thank you all so much for watching. Let me know what you got from this. If you enjoyed it, what conclusions you came to, what you discovered, and share below. Please, everybody, be kind, so that we're an inclusive community to support each other. Anyways, love you all. Thank you all. Many blessings. Have a beautiful day.